welcome to our session today. My name is Adege Boni, and today I'm going to be sharing with us three effective writing tips that we can ensure that we imbibe in our IELTS writing journey. Okay, before we move ahead, let me just share my slides with you so you can follow me as we proceed. Okay, today we are going to be talking about the three things that we can engage for effective writing in IELTS. IELTS is English language proficiency test that majorly you use for relocation that you would have to provide if you're relocating abroad or if you're trying to process international admission. Okay, so to write this test, we have four aspects of the test. We have the listening test, the reading, writing, and speaking test. Over the past few years, it's quite evident that most students don't really do well in the writing section. We've seen a lot of people that would ace the listening, reading, and speaking test, but when it comes to the writing section, it's a little bit low, okay? And this is as a result of many factors, but today I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I feel can help us align this and make it better. Okay, so the first thing I have here is planning. Okay, for the writing test, you'll be given two questions to complete within 60 minutes. You are to produce two write-ups within 60 minutes, namely task 1 and task 2. For the task 1 aspect, it differs, but the task 2 is the same for general training students and academic students. A lot of people don't plan they don't plan at all, while some plan, but they don't plan well before they start writing. Planning is a major factor that helps writing in the IELTS writing test. Sorry about that. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier on, some people plan while some don't even plan at all. And planning effectively simply involves you trying as much as possible to read your questions properly. When you read your questions, usually I recommend that my students should read your questions about 2 or 3 times, not because of anything, but to ensure that you don't misinterpret the question or you don't take the question in the wrong context. So you must try as much as possible to read your questions over and over so that you understand what the question really requires from you. That's one. After reading the question, the next thing you want to do is to brainstorm and come up with points and ideas that you want to use to support your response to the question. So at this point, ensure that whatever points you're coming up with are not too much. Usually, about 3 to 4 points is enough, okay? Another thing is, once you have your points ready, remember, this is still at the stage of planning. Once you have your points ready, ensure that you think about it. How am I going to develop this point? How am I going to build up on this point? If you can't picture it, please don't start writing. You should have a clear picture of what you want to write before you start writing, okay? Because at the point of writing, if you don't have a clear picture of what you want to do, you find out that you start making some fundamental errors that might eventually make you not manage your time well, or at the end of the day, you find out that you're not writing in accordance to the question being asked. So planning is of great importance. Usually, I advise my students the first few minutes of your test, maybe like about 5 to 7 minutes of the test, ensure you dedicate it to planning. Plan for effective writing, okay? Another thing that I feel can help us when it comes to acing the writing section in IELTS is to have a template. Okay, when I say have a template, it simply means you should have a format you can apply. For the writing section, it's actually not, the template might not be a one-size-fits-all, but having a template, for example, having it at the back of your mind, as in the case of task 2, that, okay, I want to start with my introduction. After my introduction, I want to write a body paragraph, I want to write a conclusion, and within the introduction, within the body paragraph, within the conclusion, ensure you have some sub-templates, things that you can fall back to. So this helps you in, for example, if you have your points ready and you have a template ready, All you'll be doing on your test day is to just ensure that you put in your point in such a way that it fits the template. So you find out at the end of the day, the whole process becomes seamless for you. And lastly, my last tip is adequate practice. Adequate practice. Practice the same makes perfection. Once you are prepping for IELTS, I think it's just logical for us to try as much as possible to take as many practices as possible. I've seen a lot of students complain about the fact that, oh, I tried this question one, I tried tax on question one, and I'm not getting it. Yes, the first few trials may not be perfect, but the more you keep, practicing, the better it becomes. Okay, and also practicing would reveal those aspects or those area of your writing skills that need more development. Okay, but if you're someone that you're not practicing before your test day, the chances of really doing well in the test might be so limited. So you must ensure that you practice adequately. This would reveal your areas of strength as well as your area of weakness. And something that you keep doing over and over again, you find out that with time, you become a pro at it. All right. So basically, these are the three major tips that I feel that if you're prepping for IELTS, it can help you in the writing section. I hope you've all learned something today. And basically, that's it.